Alright, let us see how this goes. Let me plug in my laptop and then I'll give a quick synopsis about what this is. And yeah, it's going to be a learning process. 106 is a pretty big number. So that's how many Thursdays and Tuesdays there are, except for one, because I'm going to skip one. And if I have to change that number, I will. I hope I don't need to. But I want to keep these pretty short, because I want them to be able to be watched pretty easily after the fact and still have time for everything else that needs to be done. So this is the first Red Dead Redemption. It's not the second, so my promise to not do a playthrough of the second one on this channel still stands. But I think it would be worth playing this first one, and I've gotten a good amount of practice on how to stream on YouTube as well as on other platforms. But this one will be for YouTube. It may look a little bit different, and I'm going to see how it goes. But I'm excited, and I want these to be able to be watched alongside my other videos, and I don't want them to be too long so that they're not unable to be watched after the fact. So we'll see how much progress I can make in 106 of these. And yes, although this game does take place after Red Dead Redemption 2 does, it is still a time before sunglasses. And if you saw my Mario Kart Flower Cup video, you will know that I did not. I lost my old sunglasses that I used to film Red Dead 2, but I think these will suffice for Red Dead 1. It is pretty sunny out there, and this is a very bright game. It might be harder to see the screen, and I'm not going to be reading chat today, but potentially in the future, and I'll see if I can get it on the screen as well. So yeah, let's sign in. Yeah, that's me. Don't ask me for a password, please. I do have status on this game, and I have completed it, but I didn't know that there was an epilogue to it. So that was a bit confusing for me, but hopefully this time I can. Hardcore, huh? I guess I do only play on hard difficulties here, so I hope I know. This is whatever, if you say so. We'll see how difficult hardcore is and if I can manage it, but I have time. Cool. Create a new save game. This game uses an autosave feature which is on by default. You may turn it off at any time in the options menu. Dude, like, sure. Yeah, I guess last time I did it, I was on a different console. Exodus in America. We'll see how I can title these. I probably will only play like one mission each time to keep them short and able to be watched on like a bi-weekly basis. So you can watch both of these each week. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. so relaxed. Trying to keep...
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Wow, she said that with a smile. I'm gonna try to keep the talking to a minimum. I think the atmosphere is very important for a game like
But
this.
Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Okay, so we're gonna play about 10 to 20 to 30 minutes each time. I don't think it'll go any more than that usually, and I'll read comments after, and I'll put chat on screen in future streams, and I want to make sure everything's more balanced, but let's see. To run, hold A, and to sprint, quickly tap A. The blip on your map indicates a mission objective. Head to the blip on your map and approach the X.
No sudden moves now.
Apparently I already have access to my gun. Very quick introduction.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes
Interesting hand
I'm
placement.
Dick. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
they ain't my friends. We're pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Dang. Alright, there we go, 10 minutes. Yeah, so we'll finish this up and then I'll talk about a little bit more about this series and then we'll
Are
wrap
you
it up.
walking to Fort Mercer, Mr. Marston? You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin. I ain't so sure about that. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Come on.
So if you played Red Dead 2 and you haven't played this game, you can tell it is different, but also similar.
Whoa there.
Go down.
It's definitely an older game, but it's made by the same creators as GTA, and I haven't really played the
So it's
GTA
Fort Mercy
games.
you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't
But
taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
But I do think I'll likely play GTA 6 when it comes out, and if these streams go well, I think I could probably play it when it's out. And I want to do this. I want to play this game for the channel.
Time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you could do a lot worse than Armadillo.
I gotta watch where I'm going.
Cream gravy they are. Not like Cleve's Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Whoa.
So, quick exposition to John Marston, or Mr. Marston. I hope they said his first name already. But this looks pretty good.
Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
That's right, it's none of your business. A lot of this game has conversation throughout travel. And if you missed it, I have
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
just kills my train of thought sometimes, but as I said, atmosphere is very important.
Deal. You don't look much like no Blackwater fella.
That's because I ain't.
If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all.
Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither.
So I've played this game, but I have not completed the epilogue because they don't make it clear that it's an epilogue. But hopefully I have enough time to get to that this
A
time.
fella told me he was out in Blackwater a few months back and saw one of them newfangled carriages without horses.
Is that so?
And you wind 'em up like a clock. Damnedest thing ye ever saw without the aid of liquor, he told me.
Times are changing fast. That's for sure.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Whoa there.
Who now?
Yeah.
Carcass kind of sounds more like an animal. If it was a corpse, it would be human. I didn't get a good glimpse at it. I was too busy looking elsewhere.
Whoa there. Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
So I'm on hardcore. I don't know when I save and such. Auto save is on. Intriguing. Well, I don't know how to see that it's a quick save, so I'm going to assume that I haven't yet, and we'll try and complete this Exodus in America. And then we'll call it. But like I said, I want people to be able to watch this on a bi-weekly basis in its entirety. Most accessible.
Bill! come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Well, that's great.
Poor John.
That's who I'm playing as? That's who I'm playing as? It's hilarious. Dog. Oh my goodness, golly. If this was a Far Cry 3, I probably would have ended it before this. And it might, I do want to keep them shorter, but I think this is the first one's mostly a trial. I'm going to see how it looks over the weekend and then see what I can change for Tuesday's stream, which is eventually going to be a video because YouTube is more like that. I just don't want to be too invasive, but we'll see. I think people will really like this one. And I think it's relevant as well. There we go, saving. So yeah, new friends, old problems. I might be able to change some of it. I might be able to just do a mission each time. Because that took about, how long did that take? 20 minutes? That's good. That's a really good amount. So I can't really pause the cutscene, so I'll let this run and then I'll cancel it and we'll watch it again
you're alive.
next time.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, give me back control of my character, please. Thank you. Okay, so we'll call it there, and I'll read comments. I'll see. Like I said, I'm not reading chat right now, but I should be able to see it later potentially. And I don't know, day by day, but it's a Saturday. I think from what I gather, I'm gonna play this game and share. I've played Red Dead 2 and I'm playing it again, so I have a lot of information on that. So if I see things that are relevant or interesting, I'll mention them. But like I said, Red Dead 2 took place before this game, even though the game was released after the fact. So I think it's interesting that John Marston is more honest with Bonnie than he was with other people in his past. So we'll see. But that's all it's going to be for now. If you caught me live, enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're catching me after the fact, I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out.